Good morning and salams everyone. So this is another video that I'm going to be doing again today. This is about succession planting, just in case of maybe some people may be aware of that terminology. And what that is basically, there's a truth when people say do not put all of your eggs into one basket. And that doesn't just apply to just chickens. It also applies to more or less every aspect of your life. And in this case, so what commercial farmers do is that they plant all their seeds at once because they are focused on profit and trying to harvest everything to go to market. Whilst what we are doing is that we are homesteaders, we have our small holdings and we want to grow our own food and have it last throughout the whole year, God willing. So it does not make any sense to grow all your seeds all at the same time. So what I do is that I try to spread out my seeds every 2 weeks. Today I'm going to be concentrating on sweet corn. So it's either every 2 weeks or as soon as it germinates. So I usually give my seeds about 2 weeks to germinate. In this case, I planted these sweet corn on the 4th of May. This is the variety that I've planted. And I've got a mark here saying that from the 18th of May is when I should really be looking to start planting the next set. Obviously it's a little bit earlier, which is brilliant. So that's just what I'm doing now. And the difference is that I germinated these indoors because I wasn't sure about the weather. Now that I know that the weather's picking up, I'm going to do exactly the same technique, but I will be leaving this outside so that it can start getting used to the weather from the get-go. So there's no more having to bring it in and out, in and out. And one of the perks of doing it this way is I know quite a lot of people got excited in April. I had the feeling that it was going to be a late spring, but there's some people who are still not used to reading the signs of the weather. Germinated, all of their tomatoes. They were excited about the weather because we had good weather for 2 weeks. Put all of the tomatoes out. It took one frost overnight and everything's died. In this way, it's better to spread it out because God forbid if any of these basically die for whatever reason, I know that I've got a backup. All I have to do is just wait another 2 weeks to harvest this, but at least it's a backup rather than all of your crops all failing all at the same time. And another thing is as well is if you're someone like myself who maybe you're doing it alone, maybe your partner or your children are not really into it, it is really, really hard to try and harvest all of your crops all at once. Whilst if you've got them spread out every 2 weeks, you know that you do the first bit, then enjoy that, eat that, and then in the next 2 weeks you've got some new ones, so it just saves you time for harvesting as well. And this is a fraction. There's so many reasons, positive reasons, why I say spread out your seedlings and try and do succession planting. It allows you again to eat within season. So there's nothing worse than you have harvesting 50 cabbages and running around thinking what to do with it, whilst you can be harvesting 20 at a time, eat it, and then in the next 2 weeks you've got some more cabbages coming through. So you're able to kind of prolong your vegetables throughout the whole year. So again, I really do encourage people to maybe try. You may not have to do it with all of your seedlings, but maybe pick one vegetable and say, why I'm going to try doing something called, spreading it out and germinating every 2 weeks rather than all my seeds all at once. So I hope that helps.